Turning a small investment into a significant sum, like transforming $100 into $10,000, is entirely possible with the right strategy. Many people often think that they need a lot of capital to build wealth, but that's far from the truth. By understanding the power of compound growth, making smart investments, and committing to continuous learning, you can scale up your money over time. In this video, I'll share the exact steps I took, from a humble $100 start to reaching the $10,000 mark. Whether you're looking to invest, create a side hustle, or learn new skills, this strategy will give you a clear roadmap to financial growth. In this video, we will talk about from $100 to $10,000, my step-by-step strategy. So make sure to watch the full video. 1. Start small with low-risk investments. When I began my journey, I focused on low-risk investments, ensuring that I was minimizing potential losses. I researched different options, including index funds and high-yield savings accounts, which promised steady growth. These initial investments helped me build a foundation while I learned more about the stock market and other opportunities. My first $100 was invested in an index fund, which gave me exposure to the broader market. With time, the dividends and returns began to accumulate. Although the initial growth was small, this allowed me to better understand the process of compound growth. Investing in low-risk options also taught me patience and the importance of long-term thinking. As I learned more, I increased my investments, knowing that the money was working for me even when I wasn't actively involved. Over time, I gradually became more confident in my investment strategy. 2. Research and learn about side hustles. One of the most effective strategies I used was researching and diving into side hustles. I started by understanding which side hustles had the most potential for growth without requiring a large investment. Whether it was freelance writing, affiliate marketing, or selling digital products, there was a wealth of opportunities online. I dedicated time to learning about the most popular and profitable side hustles, researching their risks and rewards. Freelancing platforms like Upwork and Fiverr provided a place for me to begin offering my skills in areas I was passionate about. Through side hustles, I discovered that my time was valuable, and I started making extra money that I could reinvest. By diversifying my approach, I could focus on multiple income streams simultaneously. This method of combining learning with action allowed me to test different avenues without risking my savings. The key to success was consistency and continuing to build on small wins. 3. Leverage the power of compound growth. Once I made my initial $100 investment, the next step was to focus on compounding my returns. Compound growth is when your earnings generate more earnings, and it's one of the most powerful ways to build wealth. I kept my money working for me by reinvesting the returns from my initial investments and side hustles. Whether it was the dividends from my investments or the profits from side hustles, I made sure to reinvest everything I earned. By focusing on growing my investments over time, I was able to see my wealth steadily rise. I also used this period to learn about advanced investment strategies that would help accelerate my growth. The more I reinvested, the more my money worked for me. 4. Increase your investment amount gradually. As my income from side hustles and investments began to grow, I gradually increased my investment amount. I started by adding a portion of my side hustle earnings back into my investments. By continuously increasing my capital, I amplified my potential returns. This strategy helped me balance risk and reward while steadily scaling my wealth. I was careful not to take too many risks, knowing that growing my money steadily over time was my main goal. By focusing on increasing my investments, I compounded my returns even further. This step-by-step approach helped me build a diversified portfolio that generated consistent returns. I also started setting aside money for future investments and higher return opportunities. The more I put in, the more I could grow. 5. Optimize and maximize profits with smart reinvestments. Once I reached a point where my portfolio had started to grow substantially, I shifted my focus to optimizing and maximizing my profits. This involved evaluating my current investments and cutting losses on underperforming assets. I researched new opportunities and reinvested in more profitable ventures. By optimizing my portfolio, I was able to see faster returns. The key to maximizing profits was continuously reinvesting and ensuring my money was going to the highest return opportunities. At this stage, I also looked at diversifying into passive income streams, like real estate investments or dividend-paying stocks, which would continue to generate revenue even when I wasn't actively working. Over time, my money multiplied faster due to smarter and more strategic reinvestment. 6. Use networking and mentorship for growth. Networking and mentorship were essential to accelerating my growth. I reached out to experts in fields I was interested in, such as investing, entrepreneurship, and personal finance. These mentors provided invaluable advice that helped me avoid common mistakes and make smarter decisions. Networking allowed me to access resources that weren't readily available online. This network became a great resource for learning new strategies, hearing about emerging trends, and getting insider tips. Through mentorship and networking, I found ways to grow my business and investments that I hadn't considered before. The key to growing quickly was learning from others' experiences and applying their advice to my own situation. 7. Expand into real estate for greater returns. Real estate is one of the most effective ways to generate wealth over time, and I decided to take the plunge when I had accumulated enough capital. I started by investing in real estate investment trusts, REITs, which allowed me to get exposure to the market without buying property directly. Real estate also provided tax advantages that I took full advantage of, allowing me to reinvest my returns into more profitable ventures. As my portfolio grew, I used the equity from my properties to buy new real estate and expand my wealth. The key was focusing on properties with high rental income potential and appreciation. Real estate became a cornerstone of my investment strategy, and it contributed significantly to my journey to $10,000. 8. Master the art of e-commerce and dropshipping. E-commerce and dropshipping became one of my most lucrative income streams. I started with a small investment, setting up a Shopify store to sell products I sourced from suppliers. With minimal overhead, this allowed me to focus on marketing and driving traffic to my site. As my store grew, I reinvested the profits into advertising and product inventory. I focused on identifying trending products and marketing them through social media platforms and Google Ads. Over time, I expanded into other e-commerce models, including affiliate marketing and creating my own branded products. E-commerce allowed me to generate both passive and active income streams, which significantly contributed to my financial growth. The beauty of this method was that once I set up my systems, it required less ongoing effort and provided continuous income. 9. Develop a digital product or course. Creating and selling a digital product was a game changer in my journey to $10,000. I started by creating an online course based on my skills and experiences in side hustles and investing. I used platforms like Teachable and Udemy to host the course and marketed it through my website and social media. I also created ebooks and digital guides that I sold on Amazon and other platforms. By using my knowledge and experiences to help others, I was able to earn money while helping others achieve similar financial success. Creating digital products was one of the most efficient ways to scale my income without investing too much time. It's a strategy I highly recommend to anyone looking to make money while leveraging their expertise. 10. Scale and automate for long-term success. As my income grew, I realized that to maintain long-term success, I needed to automate and scale my processes. I began using tools and software to automate routine tasks like email marketing and customer service. This allowed me to scale my income exponentially without requiring constant manual effort. The key was to continually reinvest in my systems and operations to create passive income streams. As I automated my business, I increased efficiency and expanded my reach, which resulted in a more significant income. By focusing on the bigger picture and delegating, I ensured long-term success and steady growth, allowing me to finally reach my $10,000 goal and beyond. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. Also subscribe to our channel before you go. Thank you for watching.